जी बहुत बहुत शुक्राना आपका. जय गुरुजी संगत जी. Just gonna we have to make sure auntie is all happy. So I'm going to share a little bit about my journey with Guruji, the kind of blessings I have had from him, the love and affection from all the Sangha. To get started, I'll just go very briefly about the way I grew up. We grew up in a very religious kind of family, and we were the only family in Bombay, and all our relatives and everybody was up in Delhi, Ambala, Punjab, I don't know where all. So, going back to late 60s, my father was very, very strong devotee of Sai Baba. So practically every 2-3 months we were at Shirdi and back, and Shirdi and back. You know, aaj mami aa rahi hai, kal bua aa rahi hai, you know how it is. So it just kept going on. So my spiritual connection has been pretty strong from childhood. However, coming along, there are a lot of issues that happened in my life. I mean, issues like, you know, when you lose your father and then you know, at a very early age, I was only 16. So many a times the hurdles as they come in your way, you kind of get away or dissuaded from spirituality. And I was stupid enough not to know that I should have stayed with the spiritual connection to get anywhere. So my challenge to God was, of course, we all have this, and me particularly, which I've learned a very, very severe lesson. It's not why me. ये मेरे साथ क्यों होता है, वो मेरे साथ क्यों हुआ, why, you know. So I was in that why me mode. And based on that mode, I then literally set a conversation with me and God, you know, at that point in time. So listen, you know, I kind of followed you as a child. I was here, there, everywhere, and I didn't do anything wrong. Like all of us, we never do anything wrong, right? So I told God that ये सब मैंने कर लिया जो करना था. अगर आपको मेरी जरूरत हो तो आप मुझे ढूंढ निकालना. Easy way to get out of situations. Easy way to blame somebody else. Easy way to not accept situations that are coming in. So anyway, that went along, and I was married before, and then came the divorce, and then came something else, and then work issues, and we have daily problems every day. And I was just in this I, myself, me mode, like, didn't want to accept anything. And life went on that way. Anyway, came along, I was introduced to my wife through her sister, who I had known for many, many years. And here comes along this lady who was into puja and part and this and that, and the time I met, she had just gotten over puja part and she was into Buddhism. And I was all confused. So, and I mean, to a point I can say it was a little annoying when you have your wife sitting down with a couple of friends in your house and chanting for 6 hours and 7 hours, and all you're hearing is this. Okay. However, I didn't say anything. I was just still in myself and me mode, and I said, it is okay. She tried to tell me, you start this. I said, listen, tumko jo karna hai tum karte raho, I don't mind. Anyway, our relationship kind of got strained a little bit over just a few years of marriage, and we were not really on talking terms. I was up in Boston, she was down here, blah blah blah. So here comes the situation. A friend calls and says, "वो Edison में ना एक मंदिर शुरू हुआ है, and your wife is involved there." I said, "Very good, let her be." I used to say, ठीक है, अब 11 दोस्तों में मैं कहता था एक ही जगह रह गई वो मस्जिद भी थोड़ी देर में And this is the true fact. And I used to keep telling, I said, "Tune jo karna hai, tu kar yaar, just mere ko paksh, leave me alone." So I happened to be in Boston. I came to New York for a meeting, and I met a common friend of ours who also was attached to Guruji. And I stayed the night with him, and we had a great evening and a great time. And just before going to bed, he said, "Oh, so are you going to go visit that temple?" I said, "Chhod yaar, mere ko kya lega? Why would I go if Seema has got anything to do with it? I won't go there." Anyway, come along in the morning, I went for my meeting, everything was done, I was to drive back. And there was some, we all have that little kira in us. Curiosity, inquisitiveness. That is what got me to Guruji. I said, "Chalo jaake dekhte hai kya?" That's how I landed up at the temple. Before I went in, I called Seema to just tell her that we hadn't spoken for months, years, almost a year. And I just called her to tell her that, "Listen, I'm at that temple, at your Guruji's temple." Mind the word, your Guruji's temple. Anyway, voicemail pe chala gaya, I couldn't get. Finally, we connected later. However, I want to share this moment, which is so precious and so fulfilling. The moment I walked into Guruji's darbar, I have no idea what happened to me. Something just took over. I have no recollection of what emotional stuff was going on, because there was every single emotion you can think of at its peak. I, however, came, and that was the first time in many, many, many years I was in complete Dandvat Pranam. It was probably a matter of 2-3 minutes. There was nobody in the temple, just Guruji and myself. But to me, it felt like a lifetime of peace, tranquility, love, affection, every word that you can think of in the dictionary. That day I got up and I had heard one Shabad, because this friend had given me a CD or somewhere I got something from. And I said to Guruji, I said, "Jo jo rakhe so so rahe." That was my promise to him. After that I said, "Now I'm yours, you can do whatever you want." The question was, what are you supposed to do? And the reason I got even more attracted to this whole thing was because it is just so simple. I had gotten over, I was a little tired of all the rituals, abhi aarti karo, mandir jao, fast karo, then your mom will say, "Shraad chal rahe hain, oh, sadhya." Like, I got nothing, I don't understand it. So anyway, this place had none of that. You come, sit down, meditate, like Aarti was saying, it's one-on-one with Guruji. Talk to him, he talks to you. However, life moved on, and I kept questioning myself and kept questioning Guruji. "Guruji, how's this going to work? I mean, I don't see anything changing in my life. I don't see any, what?" Then another Shabad hit me very strong, is ibadat kar, have faith. Stay there. And coming from the point that I have come, I can tell you today that every day, every breath, every moment is a blessing. Many of us don't accept it, many of us don't believe it, we just take it for granted. Some of us go to the extent of saying, "Mera to haq hai, I'm a human being, that's my right." No, you have to earn that right. The realization of ibadat kar then came when I was diagnosed with cancer in 2017. Now remember, I promised Guruji, "Jo jo rakhe so so rahe." So now I'm not even in a position to go back to him and say, "Why did you do this to me?" Because I just said, "The way you keep me is how I'm going to stay." Ibadat kar, the faith, and the trust, it grows on you. And Guruji really instills miraculous situations in front of you. So when I got diagnosed with cancer, I was all worried, everybody was worried, my insurance was up in Boston, and we didn't know what to do. At that time we didn't know all the oncologists, half of them were sitting here. And I was totally lost. I said, kya karu? And then this shabad came to my mind again, कि जिसके सर ऊपर तू स्वामी, सो दुख कैसा पाए. And that is what has taken me through my entire journey through cancer. With Guruji's blessings, I've been declared cancer free, everything is fine. In fact, just today, the auntie is not here, and some of us were talking as soon as we walked in, saying it's a miracle how to see you from the state you were to where you are today. But again, guys, this is all His grace. And in the little that I know, and the little way that I can share, I'm sure some of you are kind of connecting the dots here. All I would request and pray is keep the faith. Stay attached to Guruji. I mean, if you can pull a sinner like me out of all this, imagine what he can do for each one of you here. Okay? And I mean, it's an amazing journey. I've had friends, relatives and sisters and brothers who've gone through the same surgery. Half of those people who've gone through the same surgery, they're not even here in this world anymore. So it's such a blessing. And practically every single day, with every single breath, I say, Shukrana Guruji. So I just want to share this journey with you guys. There are so many miracles that have happened even just through my cancer treatment. Hopefully one fine day we'll get a longer time to share those satsangs. They're just amazing. I mean, feeling of Guruji actually taking you in his arms and keeping you there like a little child, like a little baby, calming you down, pacifying you. Strangers showing up as nurses from nowhere. While I was in the hospital, there was a nurse that attended to me one night that I was miserable. And I said, Guruji, today it is. Either मेरे को ठीक कर दो या मेरे को उठा लो. And that person, and I'm sure Seema will also remember, I mean, that lady just came in there, took over. Next day we go ask, there's no person on this floor by that name that works. There's no nurse by that name on this floor, on this entire floor that even works here. Who do you think it was? Simple stuff that Guruji just makes things happen out of nowhere. So as always, Shukrana Guruji. Thank you very much for my life, for my wife. And for all this honor. Thank you.